Are you curious about minimalism, or you're just wondering what are the benefits of becoming a minimalist? Or you're just intimidated by the thought of becoming a minimalist? Just stay tuned because this video is for you, and this video I will be sharing the 21 things that I started buying or doing since I became a minimalist. Stay tuned. By the way, if you're new here, hi, my name is Kez and I make videos about how to make, save, and invest money for Filipinos that is entirely applicable in the Philippines. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and leave a like to this video or any of the videos that I am posting here in my channel, so you wouldn't miss any of my future videos. And it also helps the channel and ultimately helps YouTube to understand that my videos are helping people, so it will also reach a lot of Filipinos like you, okay? Now, I would like to start this video by defining what minimalism is for me. Minimalism is intentional living with less. So that's also brought to me by the influence of some of the blogs that I follow, the Minimalist and all Matt Diavella and all those people who are living a minimalist lifestyle. So now that you know the definition of minimalism, let's now proceed with the first thing that I started buying or doing since I became a minimalist, and that is buying soft copies of books or online courses. Now, I'm not suggesting that you follow my footsteps. Though the best advice that I've gotten so far when it comes to minimalism is that minimalism should not or never be forced upon someone. It should just be a lifestyle that is voluntarily adopted by an individual. So what you can do, or as a minimalist myself, as Joshua would like to put it, that minimalism should just show the benefits of what it does to your life. It should never be imposed upon someone. So this is a video before we head over to until the 21st on our list today. I just want to give a disclaimer that this is not a video that's telling you that you should also practice a minimalist lifestyle. This is just a personal video that I want to make and share to you guys in case you're wondering how a minimalist lives his daily lives. Okay, so what's the reason why I just opted to buy soft copies of books or online courses? Number one is that it is less expensive. Obviously, soft copies are less expensive. And number two, it is very convenient now, especially in this digital age, to just read books from your phone, right? So I love the mobility it gives me. I love the mobility it gives. Soft copies, just you can use it anywhere and read it anywhere, especially if you're just waiting for a queue or anything. It's a good time to just read books when you're waiting for the queue. Lastly, buying soft copies of books or online courses is an environmentally sound move for me. So the very least that we can do for the environment is at least do some things that takes care of it. We only have one planet, so that's also one of the main reasons why I'm now shifting to use soft copies and just buy online courses. At any rate, there are still things or moments that hard copies of books cannot be substituted with online courses. So I still from time to time indulge with those types of books, especially law books, that when I was still studying in law school. But at any rate, I would say that about 90% of my books right now, books, are already soft copies and digital copies rather than hard copies of books. Number two on our list is good quality wearables. Now, for us, these are quality undergarments, shoes for tennis, and basically those clothes that we wear daily. Now, fun story. I bought this two slacks that I bought since I started minimalism around second year in law school, and up until now I can still use those slacks, and nobody really ever cared that I was just using two slacks all throughout law school. I mean, we had classes from Mondays to Sundays, but nobody really cared or approached me na, oh guys, balik-balik raman imong gisuot, or if ever they noticed, they never really told me about it, or they never really truly cared because law school is stressful maybe. But I never really had an experience where one told me that you're just repeating all throughout all your clothes every time I see you. We've been minimalist for almost 5 years, around 5 years now, and it's really one of the best things that really happened to me personally. Now, number 3 on our list are pre-loved or used items. Now, this is also one of the best things that I want you guys to know, is that pre-loved or used items are quality items, or if you just take the time to look for them. They're low cost and they have international quality standards that most of the designer clothes implement. So these are mostly branded clothes that I buy from thrift stores, and also these types of clothes or things are really environmentally friendly also, because if you buy used items, some of them will no longer end up in the landfill. Now, funny story, I also bought this Samsonite bag. I think it's an old attaché case, or it's not really an attaché case. Maybe I think it's an old classic bag. It's a classic bag. So I bought it just 200. Can you believe it? A Samsonite bag for just 200, and I spent 150 for its zipper to be repaired. Now, there was this one classmate of mine in law school who really approached me because I just wiped it with kiwi, and he told me this classmate is really a rich guy because he had their family are into the cosmetic business, and he told me, I really like your bag. I bet mahal ni siya. And I said, huh? Dili way, if okay ra bitaw jud ni, barato ra jud ni, trust me. And really, if you just take time to find those pre-loved items that are quality, there are just treasures waiting for you to find them. So just take the time. And I know some of you have also health or skin disorders that cannot tolerate some used items, and that's also okay. Again, I'm not really trying to impose upon you to buy also pre-loved or used items. Should you start a minimalist lifestyle, you can just always buy quality wearables. And number 4 that I started buying since I became a minimalist are intangible assets. Now, this includes stocks, businesses that my husband and I recently started, some businesses that I was involved in the past. You see, minimalism is not really all about becoming a hermit. No, it's not. Minimalists like me and my husband still buy clothes or quality wearables from time to time because it needs for you to function or have a normal life, unless you want to be a nudist. But anyway, minimalism is not just about not buying at all. It's intentional spending and buying. Number 5 is I started doing yoga, meditation, tennis, and a lot of exercises. You see, I used to be overweight. I almost reached 80 kilograms before, especially when I was studying. It was very stressful, so I had to indulge with a lot of stress eating sessions. But at any rate, a minimalist lifestyle really just made me aware of how I stand, especially with my personal health and at some point I have to live a healthy lifestyle, and minimalism, I would say, gave me that awareness. Okay. Number 6 on our list is I developed the habit of letting go excess stuff fast. Now, this is one of the blessings that a minimalist lifestyle really gave me, is that I have now less attachment to material things, and I just now focus on the value that I get from those things rather than their prices or how shiny they are. Number 7 on our list is fasting. Now, fasting really is not a diet, it's a way of life, and I would say that minimalism has played an important role with me finding out about fasting, especially that fasting helped me get rid of those terrible mouth ulcers that I used to have before. And sometimes I would have in Bisaya, mouth ulcers are luas, and sometimes I would have 9, 10, even 12 luas or mouth ulcers all at the same time, especially when I am having or I'm on my premenstrual period or cycle. Then I've tried going to a lot of specialists and really figured out how to heal those things, because apparently they say that mouth ulcers are caused by hormonal imbalance, and I would say that fasting really did it for me. I don't get any mouth ulcers at all, which is mind-blowing right now, and I'm just really happy that I found also fasting along with minimalism. Number 8 is I bought a juicer blender. Now, I'm not really a huge vegetable eater. I eat fruits from time to time, but I'm not really a huge vegetable eater. And having this minimalist mindset really made me think twice of just putting healthy food in my body. So I figured, why not buy something that I could make those vegetables a smoothie instead. So I bought those, and I'm just really thankful that I did, because I now incorporate a lot of vegetables and fruits in my daily diet, because health is wealth. Saan man mo ang kwarta, what would you do to your money if you're no longer around or you're very sickly to enjoy what you have, right? So 9 on our list is that I developed a donate instinct. Now, this is also the beauty of minimalism. Once you start seeing the benefits of a minimalist lifestyle, you're already constantly in the hunt of getting rid of stuff. At least that's what's happening to me. Whenever I don't use a thing or an item beyond 3 months, I constantly get the urge to get rid of them, because one, I don't want them to just dust off and on the side, and two is that I always just think that maybe someone else needs it. Number 10, minimalism improved my personal views about money. You see, when you're already a minimalist, you don't have, or you at least have less attachment with things or shiny things. So it ultimately allowed us to expand our monthly savings rate. There was even one time that we were able to reach a 40% savings rate, meaning we were able to save 40% of our monthly income and put it in our emergency fund or investments. So that's also a great function which minimalism gave. Number 11 on my list is that I was able to cut ties with toxic people, which led me to minimizing my circle, which is one of the best things that happened to me in my adult life. You see, minimalism gives you this genuine idea of contentment, which is one of the best things that could happen to you, because at some point you just gotta have to stop people pleasing, because that's always not good for you. Number 12 is I started buying underrated gadgets. You see, 2 years ago, I bought a Redmi Note 7 Xiaomi phone. Up to this day, I'm recording my video through this phone. It has great camera, great phone functionality, sometimes we forget that we just buy a phone for its phone features. Well, it also includes you being able to go surf the internet, but you see, when you're a minimalist, you're less attached with some of the number one techie stuff that is going on in the market. And number 13 on our list is I bought a printer which has this 3-in-1 function, which allows you to print, scan, and photocopy. So I use it for scanning pictures, documents that I don't really want to store in our document sections. So I just use it, and from time to time use it also as a photocopier. So it's an amazing thing to have, especially if you're just starting off with minimalism, because it allows you to scan and print on the go. Number 14 is that I should have put this on number 1, but at any rate, number 14 is that I acquired an intentional spending skill. Now, I'm not saying that my intentional spending skill is foolproof. I mean, wealthy people, I'm just a human being. I still get tempted with a lot of things. But then again, I'm just happy that my husband is also one of the gods of minimalism, I would say, because he just leads me to the straight path, which is minimalism, and just reminds me that, or just have this interesting conversation which reminds me ultimately to stick with my goals, and just reminds me with the benefits that I've already started enjoying. Number 15 is that I bought BPA-free water bottles because not only it is an environmentally sound move to do, it is also a healthier choice while you keep yourself hydrated. Number 16 is that I now appreciate the value of getting an Advantage card or any local grocery store vouchers or coupons whenever we do our groceries there, because it allows you to save money. And number 17 is that I now realize that I really love small but functional spaces. Ever since when I was a kid, I never really wanted a big wedding nor a big house to live in, especially when I get the family of my own. And minimalism really confirmed that for me. And if ever my husband and I start to build our own house, then we would really choose small but functional spaces. Number 18 on our list is minimalism allowed me to have this simplified view about businesses. Not only does this apply to our own businesses, but also just evaluating the kind of businesses that we want to invest. We want to have a structure that is simplified, but at the same time reliable. And minimalism also paved the way for that, for our family. 19 on our list is me now enjoying home-cooked meals over takeouts. You see, I grew up enjoying takeouts. I'm also the kind of person who loves to eat out. But right now, minimalism really helped me minimize those urges, and also helped me to at least have a sustainable love-hate relationship between food, because it also, cooking your own meals allows you to also manage the quality of food that you're serving for your family and yourself, but at the same time giving you those savings that you don't normally will get when you order takeouts or just eat out in general. Number 20 on our list is me appreciating the value of meaningful conversations. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video that I ultimately minimized my circle of friends. So it's just made me value more meaningful conversations, because from those meaningful conversations sprout out great ideas, goal settings that are normally unavailable to me whenever I just do small talks from random people that I have to do small talks, all because they're my workmates or my classmates. Number 21 on our list, last but not the least, is that we now prefer renting seasonal stuff. You see, it could go from renting a wedding dress or a car, especially whenever we move. So common misconception is that you should immediately buy those things where you just wear it or use it once in a blue moon. So we're just really thankful that we found this amazing lifestyle. And I hope you're still here watching through the video. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And those are the 21 things that I started buying or doing since I became a minimalist. Again, I would just like to stress that minimalism is not really all about becoming a hermit. It's more of having an intentional lifestyle with having less. And I just want to end this video with one of my favorite quotes, where it said that you should love people and use things, because the opposite never really works. Always remember that you can be wealthy too. See you in the next one.